75C4 is this image that's being depicted here from page 4, different in some way than you would see for a traditional image, like if it was a photograph.
This image that we see here isn't actually an image, it's a video file, but the Axiom tool, so in my investigations, we go through hundreds, thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of videos. So instead of having to watch each individual video as you go through the tool, Axiom will display what's a preview of the video by giving you 8 frames from the video to give you a general idea what might be in that video. So you don't have to necessarily watch every single video just to find out what's in it. It'll give you a preview, which is what Axiom has done here, and then you could go watch the video itself. So in this case, we're looking at a preview that was generated by Axiom of the actual video file.
Are you able to actually see the full video or even grab some of the frames from the video when you're pulling an extraction report?
Yes.
And is that what's indicated here from that same video?
Correct.
Just a screenshot, basically, if we're using layman's terms.
Yes, and I think even when you go back to the still frames where there was the 8 different frames from that video, you can see that it's very similar.
Are you able to tell me anything about the date and time that this video was preserved from the data or file information here?
It just shows the last modified and then
Good morning, Cece.
Created, and how we mentioned earlier that EXIF data is more data about the file itself versus a lot of times when you see created, access, and modified, that refers to that file being in a specific place at that date and time. So
y'all been keeping up with Julio Fulio? Yeah.
That folder and put it somewhere else on your computer. Those created date and times will be different.
Yeah, we gonna get into it. Yes.
It's specific to when that video file itself was created. So typically, forensically, that's the one we try to focus on.
We're gonna get into it all, but have y'all been keeping up with the Julio Fulio trial? What's her name? Amanda, whatever. They have so much evidence, video footage, text messages. Like, what were you thinking? Chill. We gonna get into it. Thank y'all for joining me. Please thumbs up that video, okay? Just listening, catching up on some Julio Fulio. Yes, I love the way Cuff Boy breaks it down real fast for us. But we got so much to get into, child, because Hurricane Melissa done hit landfall on Jamaica, child. It is just nuts, okay? The way it ripped through Jamaica. So prayers up to everyone who is suffering from the backlash of Hurricane Melissa. Please thumbs up the video. We got some footage or whatever, and it's some things going on, okay? The Braxton family fallout, feud, whatever you want to call it, continues, and I have some updates on that. It's a lot of deflection and distraction going on, okay? But thumbs up the video. We got Chrisean Rocktard getting fired on her day off publicly by Lemmy, okay? But everybody knew what they was getting into, period. Like, but they was so greedy. But we're gonna get into her crocodile tears and all that, okay? Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, they having a little falling out-zation going on. We're going to get into it. All right? Seems to be a little bit of jealousy because maybe someone outsold the other. And, you know, the music world is very competitive on top of everything. Please thumbs up the video. Yes, okay. And prayers up to Masika from Love and Hip Flop Hollywood. Fetty Wap baby mom. She tragically lost her last child's father, and That's just horrible. Please thumbs up the video. So prayers out to her. Share this live, okay? Please share the live because we got so much to get into. I want to get my Knotty crew's opinion. We need to get in the other room. So like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Welcome to the Knotty Love Movement. Where we give fair commentary using fair use. Okay? Everything is our opinion on information that's being put out there. So thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. So much going on. Yes, if you in the bushes, please come in and participate. Come and participate with the channel. And we got some stuff to get into. First of all, prayers up to my people in Jamaica, okay? Hurricane Melissa hit landfall
in its way across the Caribbean, and Melissa already was dropping just tremendous rainfall on Cuba this morning. That island was inundated with flooding and severe rains. The conditions even more intense, of course, when it hit here in Jamaica yesterday afternoon. There were wind gusts.
It's a lot going on in Jamaica, okay?
Yeah, good morning. Of the damage. However, we still saw some of that heavy rain that caused flooding and some of those tropical force storm winds that did some damage to buildings and infrastructure like this billboard here. You can see it's completely toppled over. Now, those images coming out where the storm did make landfall paint a picture of complete devastation, and the damage assessment only beginning this morning. This morning, Hurricane Melissa making another landfall, slamming into Cuba with driving rain and wind. The island evacuating more than 730,000 people, while U.S. personnel at Guantanamo Bay told to take shelter ahead of the storm. It comes just hours after Melissa's historic landfall in Jamaica as a catastrophic Category 5 hurricane with destructive 185-mile-an-hour winds.
Our infrastructure has been severely compromised.
Melissa unleashing raging floodwaters and a life-threatening storm surge, leaving neighborhoods like St. Elizabeth Parish completely underwater. This was the terrifying scene outside a local hospital. Melissa first roared ashore midday on Jamaica's southwestern coast before tearing across the island. This was the reaction from the meteorologist at NBC6 in Miami as he received a live update on the deadly storm's unbelievable power.
Oh, my Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, I'm going to hold it together here.
Visitors at this hotel forced to evacuate to the ballroom, where they rode out the storm, huddled together on the floor. Christina and Tony Malshodi of Iowa are in Jamaica celebrating their anniversary. How scary has this ordeal been?
Oh, for me, it was horrific. It was absolutely terrifying.
Officials warning the damage assessment could take weeks and that the recovery could be hampered by airports that remain closed. Yeah, now
Terrible.
Communication has been a real challenge where the storm made landfall, particularly with the cell phone towers down and those power outages. Jamaican officials saying today they do plan on assessing the nation's airports in Montego Bay and here in Kingston. And depending on what they find, they may be able to start those crucial relief flights to get aid to those areas that were ravaged by the storm. And President Trump saying the U.S. will provide humanitarian aid.
So they're saying the U.S. will provide some assistance, but you already know how that go. Thumbs up the video. You're going, it's better when it's a wetter. Oh my God, please. Oh my God. Why you gotta be so vulgar? Good morning to you too. But prayers up to the people in Jamaica. But y'all strong. And we gonna get through this together. Period. Like, they'll be able to rebuild Jamaica. The other, I'm not on food stamps, so I don't have those worries. You know, I work a full-time job. Oh, so as you all know, it was this big outrage about a show that Keke Palmer decided to co-sign. It was about a Malaysian girl going to a HBCU, and she basically did it for the money. That's what I got out of it. Okay. She, she wants to support the creative. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Kiki co-signing this project. But guess who decided to double dutch they way in and give their unwanted opinion? Thumbs up the video. Who? Miss Autistic herself, Amanda Sills. Thumbs up the video. Let's hear what she got to say. Shout out to the neighborhood dogs. Commerce executive producing about the Asian girl at an HBCU. Like, what are we talking about? Why is that a movie that needs to be made? Black community needs a leader like me than more. No. What is the black community? Really? Really? You are annoying. No, I don't want to leave the black community. Nope. I'm interested in community that is about collective liberation. That's what I'm about. Collective liberation for all. You know, the Black Panthers, like, they had a 10-point program. And within that 10-point program, I believe the first one was power to the people, all power to all people. Keke Palmer is executive producing about the Asian girl at an HBCU. Like, what are we talking about? Why is that a movie that needs to be made? Black community needs a leader like me than more. No. What is the black community? Girl. You know, I get so frustrated when I see black folks, black culture represented in such a surface fashion, right? Like, just based on fashion and how people are laying their baby hairs and dances, you know, so it's become like a cultural kind of clothing, so to speak. And with that, you can't have a community based on that. What the fuck? That just means you have a club. You know, all right, say cheese. All right. That's what Amanda had to say. A whole bunch of, I don't want to say it's nothing. It's very informational what she said. So I don't want to downgrade that. I just don't think it's... All right, she's a liberal. She supports all. And I get it, right? I get her point of view. Everyone's human. Everyone deserves grace at a certain point in time or whatever. But is it that we're projecting these certain standards that we expect from people when, you know, Keke Palmer is a business, you know, so she's going to get her bag one way or another. And it's just like, if you don't support her project, just don't watch. The selective outrage, it baffles me. Wrong. All right. You hear the message, but it was delivered by the wrong person. I get it. Yes. So I just wanted to bring you that little update, and I wanted to hear what my Knotty crew had to say, and most of y'all are saying Amanda Sills have several seats. Thumbs up the video. Like, can I get some likes, please? People lurking in the bushes, and donations are definitely appreciated. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that Cash App up in there. Yes, donations are definitely appreciated. We are monetized over here, but the free way to support the channel is to like the video, share it out, leave comments, engage with the channel. Oh, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling today? I know I am feeling great. I just woke up like, child. Hold on. How you feeling? Yes. donate to the channel. Donate to the channel. If you don't do nothing else, thumbs up the video, donate to the channel. We're going to pin that at the top, okay? All right, so yeah, that's a little update on the Kiki Palmer situation, and I just feel like the clout is over on that situation. Let's move on. All right, so there was an issue with Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla, okay? Yeah, I like Glorilla. I like Megan too, but y'all know the music game. It's a little catty. It's some competition going on there, okay? And sometimes people get in their feels or whatever. So, Megan Thee Stallion's hairstylist, Kalon, he threw some shade on the Twitter. Thumbs up this video, okay? Trying to accuse Glorilla of copying Megan, because they are hanging around some ballers. Oh, hey, Cece. Love you too, girl. Thank you for being a member for 23 months. 23 months. 23 months. Okay, yeah, Glow. Let's get it. All right. And why he decided to double dutch his way into this situation or throw shade, we will never know. Okay, the industry is very catty, especially between the stylists and the artists. You know, they're very close with the artists, so they be getting the tea, running their mouth, chat, chit, chat. Thumbs up the video, okay? So, Kellon says, now she has her own Kellon now. Ciao. If this ain't petty. But you know what I find odd? That Nick. Yes, thank you, Cece, for the donation. Here's a little something for you. Lavender tea. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. All right, so, you know, he's trying to allude that Glorilla is trying to copy Megan. And I feel like this. Glorilla has only been herself since she's been in this game, and she don't have to copy nobody. Okay, everybody takes pictures on the basketball court. It's nothing, like, special about that to me. It really isn't. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Y'all need to thumbs up the video. Y'all need to like this video as we get into the topics. Okay, so, yeah, the hairstylist came out, and I just think this is the hairstylist being messy. Like, he doesn't mean any good, and I will watch that hairstylist. Because why you trying to, start some mess, okay? And so EJ King decided to respond. Thumbs up the video, okay, to Kalon's shady comment about him and Glow allegedly copying Megan and Kellen. We went to the game first. When did it become a competition? Duh. This is as petty comes, Knotty Crew, okay? So EJ responded because he was the one on the basketball floor with Glow, which is so delusional because we went to the game first, LOL. And when did it become a race or a competition to be like anybody? I think that's the weirdest misconception that goes around. Okay. Let's see what the comments are saying. Prayers for Jamaica. Okay, somebody is. Please like the video. Like the video. All right. Kelly B. Acton said the difference is EJ going to always drag any and all drama. Kaylon was referring to Cardi's reference of him. It was a joke, but EJ going to always take the bait of Mez. This is such ridiculous conversation. Good night, y'all. I agree. That's the best comment. That's the best comment. So yeah, then in response to that, so they're saying Glorilla responded by she liked the tweet suggesting Megan is bitter because she outsold her album. Ciao. Morning, I'm on live. Sorry.
Can I just see the super glue and the scissors, please? Thank you.
Sorry, y'all. There's my baby. Thumbs up the video. Okay, so they're saying Glorilla liked the tweet. We all know she started being bitter after she was outsold by Glorilla. Of course she's going to like it. And so then Glow posted her stats, okay? Biggest female rap album debuts of 2024. Number 1, Glorilla, 69K. Megan, number 2. Now that is shady, Knotty Crew. That's a shade. But let the rap girlies do their thing, okay? If you ask me, Cardi B woke everybody up. Nicki started it though, but Cardi B, sorry, I'm trying to get this straight so we won't be wilding. Cardi like finished these, period. Like the video. Okay. So that's that little tidbit. Okay, I'll look out for some more responses. I'm sure they trying to trend and troll and do what they do to get their name out there and followers up so that they can advertise whatever projects they have going on. This is what this is all about. Sorry. Here we go. That's better. I'm trying to get rid of that glare. This is the name of the game. This is how we get free advertisement. All right. Let's get into the Braxton Family Feud drama, child, because it is just all over the place. We went over the other day, the versus battle, and Tamar was there with Birdman because supposedly Tony could not be there, and she was like wiping Birdman with the towel. And this comes on the tail end of the last episode, ending with Tawanda making accusations that Tamar slept with Tony's man, and then Tamar threw it right back at Tawanda. Not only did she say that Tawanda slept with Tony man, she also stole from Tamar and the family. And allegedly, this is all allegedly, please thumbs up the video, okay? This is all on the tail end of Tamar bringing Ashley Braxton on after Ashley exposed that Gabe is the one that she didn't say Gabe's name initially, but judging by Trina's reaction, and saying, oh, he's dead, and making excuses like he's not here to defend himself and stuff like that, Trina is giving you trying not to be exposed. Ain't that how Trina talk? You're trying not to be exposed because people, the internet detectives started doing the calculations, right? And so it means that you stayed with Gabe, divorced him, okay? And you tried to play in our face and say it was another woman. Was it your niece? But not only did you divorce him, you went back to Gabe. So this is giving Trina is trying to cover her ass. Just like she's trying to cover her ass at the meeting with the sisters about the cease and desist. Because Tamar is going off. And if you notice, Trina is sitting in the background. Tawanda's like, it wasn't me. And Tony's like, it wasn't me. Who's left? Okay? Trina. And she the one out here windmilling for Gabe. Talking about he's not here and she's not taken away from what happened to her. Girl, you co-signed Gabe. in his behavior, even though you knew it was inappropriate. You knew it was inappropriate. And that's what Ashley means. Like, you didn't have her back. You stopped talking to her because you chose that man over what happened to your niece. And that's what you trying to cover up for. Child, don't get me started. But the internet is a buzzing. The internet is a buzzing, okay? And they putting the timeline together. And you know the internet detectives, they do not let up. They do not let up. Please thumbs up the video or whatever. So, this TikToker, well, let's start off with Ashley, okay? Let's hear what Ashley had to say. She's the victim.
Abuse. I want to speak about abandonment. I want to speak about, people not believing me. I still want to
see, not believing her
on the stage. I also just feel like I want to avenge my sister's passing, and just I felt so bad the way everything played out with her and her death. The fact that first somebody said that she passed away from a heart condition, complete lie. My sister passed away from drug use. we all know that my sister was doing drugs, but there was a reason why she was doing drugs. And so the fact that no one was able to look at this girl and have compassion for her and understand why she was doing, I just felt like my sister's death was just so man, nobody cares. It's better to let her rest in peace than to look in the mirror and understand how she got there or why she got there. And I'm a contributing part to all of it. I've already said that I wasn't there for her. I wasn't speaking to her before she passed away. I've had to deal with that. I've had to face it. I've had to confront it. I've had to do my own therapy to forgive with my father. I'm still not allowed to talk about it. And it's just not a part of my life anymore. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say what happened to me. It's not a lie. I don't want to hold on or carry someone else's weight that I've been carrying on my back, that I've had to go to therapy for, to learn how to release. I don't want on me anymore. I don't want to continue it. It's so heavy, one's load. I don't want anything from anybody from all of this. I'm not looking for an apology. I'm not looking for let's make it better. It has nothing to do with me anymore. It's not my battle anymore, but it's also not my secret anymore. It's just not my secret to hold. I'm very happy that Tamar is supporting me and that I get to...
Ashley's words, okay? And let me tell y'all, let me take y'all back. Tracy was very close with Ashley's sister. She, if y'all remember, she was heartbroken when her sister passed, right? And she's right. Nobody really said what it was. And I saw a repeated pattern with last season, the way they did Tracy's son and the divide that was caused. Not trying to bring the family together. That, Tracy was not about divide. You know what I mean? And it's just who has something to gain from all of this situation? Now, granted, Tamar has been talking about this, but she's hard to believe, all right? Because she has a lot of antics that she does in the process. And it's Tamar just give you a headache, child. Tamar just give you a headache. All right? And she started the podcast with Family Secrets Suck. And they do. It just stunts the growth of the family emotionally when you hide things for people. But this TikToker put things together. Here we go.
So how old is Ashley Braxton? Because she said that situation between her and Gabe happened when she was 16. Wouldn't that mean that Trina stayed with Gabe even after knowing that? I mean, I don't want to assume, but let's do the math. So Google says that Ashley is 35. So that would have meant that this situation happened 19 years ago. Okay. So the Braxton Family Values aired in 2011. So that's 14 years ago. So that would mean that Trina chose to stay with Gabe, allegedly Gabe, okay? We're assuming that it's Gabe based on how everybody in the family is reacting, based on, Trina saying that the person was dead. And I think the only sister whose husband is dead is Trina's husband, Gabe. So based on that information, we're assuming that it's Gabe, allegedly. Okay. So that would mean that Trina chose to stay with Gabe after she found out that he was sexting her niece, Ashley? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Is that not weird to y'all?
Absolutely.
I mean, if all of this is true, and if what Ashley is saying is true, and I think at some point some of them have admitted that they did see that she was sexting, or that Gabe was sexting Ashley, that they did see messages, I guess you can say. If that is true, why would Trina stay with Gabe? She divorced Gabe and then got back with Gabe, and correct me if I'm wrong, because that whole relationship was a hot mess to me, so I might be remembering it wrong. But they broke up and got back together after she caught him sending lewd pictures and things to other people online.
Who's the other
then,
people?
She caught him cheating in that way. And then they got back together. Why would you stay with a man who you caught sexting your 16-year-old niece? And now Trina is online trying to blame Ashley, because Ashley has decided that the only piece that she's keeping by staying quiet is her predator's piece, is the people who have victimized her, which is true. That's the only piece you protect when you stay quiet. So, it's my motto. I'm going to get it off my chest every time, okay? Because I'm not protecting nobody's piece but my own. Period. But I just find that to be weird. If that's true, if all of that is true, I find that to be really weird that Trina would stay with that man even after she knew that he was sexting her 16-year-old niece.
And this is what Trina is trying to deflect and distract from. And she's trying to say she can't speak for the dead and things like that. Speak for yourself. Explain your actions. Let us understand why you chose to protect a predator. We just seeing the true colors come out. Please thumbs up the video, like the video. It's free to support the channel. Please support the channel. Share, like. Engage with the channel, all right? So the Braxton family drama continues to fall out in true Braxton fashion to Wanda, because she don't want to answer for her allegations. She allegedly stole from Tamar and Tony and the mama, a little bald kleptomaniac, okay, if you will. Allegedly, okay? So she decides to put out her wedding pictures. And it's just like, my favorite color is purple. I love purple. You know what I mean? So I get it. But let's get into Tawanda Lavender wedding, child. She was a beautiful bride, okay? Here we go. She looks gorgeous. I would have did a different shade of purple for the bridesmaid dresses. I'm not too thrilled with the brown. But to each his own. Beautiful wedding. I just wonder where the money came from. I mean, I know she's in her acting bag, so she says. She's a beautiful bride. Daddy walking down another daughter down the aisle, child. They love marriage, that family. Right or wrong, they love marriage. Trina married Gabe twice, child. And she knew he was a predator. Thumbs up this video. Okay, so that's what we have for the Braxtons. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I just think the true colors are coming out. The mask is off. And either you're going to keep it real. Do people have family secrets? Absolutely. And you may not like the fact that Ashley came out on a public forum to decide to express herself. But it's hers. She can do what she wants. She can she's the victim. So she can explain it. She can come out on any platform that she wants to tell what happened to her, to talk about her trauma. You don't get to dictate that. And Trina, for you to say, oh, you don't think certain things should come out on a public forum, how convenient. How convenient. You don't get to have selective outrage because your whole relationship was exposed. The hot mess that it was. He was cheating. And I think that's why Trina was drinking so much in the beginning when we met her or whatever. And she was giving fellatio in the back seats of cars. Okay, like she was 15 years old again. And I believe it's because she found out what Gabe did. But you still chose to stay with him, child. Like, explain it. I need somebody to explain it to me. And the only explanation I could come up with, thumbs up the video. The only explanation I could come up with is Trina was traumatized as a child as well. And she was never taught a healthy way to deal with that. Because she's still broken. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she covered up for the... That's the only thing I could think of. Just like people don't understand why Nikki is with Kenneth. It's because of where she came from, her pathology. And when you go through trauma, especially with the people that are supposed to love and protect you, it does something to the soul. So I totally empathize with Ashley. Like, do you, mamas? Do you? And don't protect the person who harmed you. Don't at all. And it may hurt people along the way. And hopefully your aunt will have some growth and see where she went wrong. Because Trina, to me, is making a bunch of excuses. And you're saying, like, oh, she moved away to another country. That's no reason to not stay in contact with your niece. Oh, well, if it's something more she needed, she should have reached out to me. No, Trina, you knew what happened. You should have embraced her and loved on her and nurtured her through that as her aunt, especially being that she doesn't have a mother around, not her natural mom. You know what I'm saying? As she said, her dad was married to her stepmom, and it was horrible and abusive. She said it. Thumbs up the video. So, like, your niece was going through something. She needed you. And you turned to that man over her. But even if Trina still decided to stay with Gabe, hypothetically, right? It was still nothing standing in between her reaching out to her niece and supporting her through that. She could have just said, Ashley, my marriage. I'm gonna make a decision about that in my time, but I just want to make sure you're okay. And make sure she got the help that she needs. Like, Trina, you dropped the ball, for real, as her auntie. You dropped the ball. Thumbs up the video, Knotty Crew. Please share. Y'all making me beg for likes today. It's not right. If you in the bushes, please just double tap that screen, hit them 3 dots, thumbs up the video, and of course, donations are definitely appreciated. I'm bringing you some real tea, okay? These are examples of how big families and Negro families, how they deal with the trauma that's passed down from one generation to the next. And we can see how unhealthy it is. We can view this as an example and make a better decision moving forward, right? But family secrets, they just rip apart the family. So, you know what? It's about time y'all keeping it real with us. I mean, Tamar Big Mouth been trying to tell us for years, but we just couldn't receive the message because of her delivery, okay? it wasn't always a love. She didn't deal with her family in a loving way all the time. But now we're getting the behind the scenes. Now, her behavior, Tamar's behavior, diminishes her message. Please thumbs up the video. 10 people in the room. But you know what? I'ma still send prayers to that family because I hate to see a family divided. You know, I really, really pray that they could all figure it out, you know, and come to a meeting of the minds. And then sometimes the love is so broken, you gotta know when to put up a boundary and say, I'll love you from a distance, you know? I don't think toxic love is healthy for the soul. I'm just saying, okay? Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Okay, so Love and Hip Flop Hollywood. Prayers up to Masika. She comes from that franchise. She's also been featured on Growing Up Hip Hop with Bow Wow as a love interest or whatever. She also has a child with rapper Fetty Wap, who is currently incarcerated, should be on his way home or whatever. And unfortunately, she had some sad news delivered to her. Masika Kalasia, her husband, they were married, J. Marchant, was struck and unalived overnight by a wrong way driver in Houston. This is so sad. This is so tragic, you know. So prayers up to her. I'm sure she's grieving. Family tells me J. Marchant, 38, was the driver of a distinctive Cybertruck. Who HPD says was struck and killed overnight by a wrong-way driver on I-10. That driver also passed away. Oh, my God. Champ, if you remember, as a devoted father and friend. This is so sad. This is so sad. So I know she's devastated. I know she is so devastated. I don't wish that to lose a loved one like that, it's just heartbreaking. So prayers up to Masika, you know. I hope you and your family get through this in a healthy way. Seriously, that's just sad. Let's get into Chrisean Crash Out Rock, baby. Okay, she's on fire by any means necessary. A lot has been going on. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate you. Tara, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Long time. Thank you so much. Please like the video. Please like the video. We getting into Chrisean Crash Out Rock. That's how you give it to her, right? Chrisean Crash Out Rock. Yeah, she's definitely crashing out, okay? Because she feels the walls are closing in, all right? Hashtag Save Junior. Hashtag Justice for Ronnie. And I think that's what's going on. Those demons are haunting her on a regular basis. Because you know what? You can't take God's child for granted, all right? And Ronnie only had Junior's best interest. He probably the only one that had Junior's best interest at heart. And allegedly, some dots don't connect with the situation. And if you had anything to do with that, Chrisean, like, this is why I think you're going through what you're going through. Please thumbs up the video, Rock Tarts. I know you hanging in the bushes. Thumbs up the video. Donate to the channel. All right. As you all know, she signed up for baddies, okay? I remember, and I'm not going to go through the trouble of pulling up the footage, Chrisean dragging Lemmy the first time. Lemmy Pepper Stepper. Yes, I'm talking about you. I remember her dragging you the first time, saying Zeus was stealing from her, and she wasn't getting all her subscription money or whatever. Y'all remember when she broke back into Blueface's house, because you know she's a professional squatter, okay? She been homeless this whole time, except for when she was in that mansion, and that's because she had to have some place for that baby to go. Period. Okay, while she stalked her baby daddy, maybe daddy, Blueface, okay? He's even been out here saying that ain't his baby. I don't know why nobody believe him. Blueface have not lied on that girl yet, okay? She had a fake ass relationship with Bino. She called herself snitching on him. I don't care to get into all of that. Snitches get stitches, bitch, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, she out here running her mouth. Bino came and counteract that. I refuse to give him any more clout because you was around that baby. Why you ain't do something for Junior? Thumbs up the video. I don't want to hear from these clout chasers, okay? But she got on Baddies USA. Naturally, she plays victim, okay? Because this is all a part of her pattern and her trolling process. If y'all don't get it by now, y'all are unstable creatures. Thumbs up this video, okay? So, you know, her and Tifa, Tasiki, whichever you want to call her today, when she with the family, she Tifa. When she on the road, she Tasiki. What do you want from me, okay? I didn't make this up. This is just how it landed in my lap. Thumbs up the video. Please, donate to the channel, all right? So, it was a whole big fallout with them. Then they turned around and played in our face, and they was seen walking in the club together. Who knows? Chrisean probably did it for clout, whatever. And Tasiki said it's still up or whatever. And I guess it's just like, there's a professional aspect to this where, like, you don't want to be fighting everywhere you go, especially in a public restaurant, because they gonna call the police. Thumbs up the video, please. Thumbs up the video. Thank you all so much for the donations. Thumbs up the video. Help us get into the algorithm. We getting into Chrisean rock tart stupidity, okay? Because that's all it is. That's all it is. She's so thirsty for clout and to be relevant. She willing to do anything from eat roses to exploit her child, whatever. Anything so that she could trend and go viral. Well, she's managing to do it. She is. Thumbs up the video, please. Okay? So her and Lemmy, she left. She exposed footage where she's trying to make it seem like they withholding her ID. All right? And Lemmy came out and countered at that. Now she on Mad Day, you want to drag everybody, but you knew what you were signing up for. You were the blueprint. And what Zeus proved to you is you're replaceable, hun. Thumbs up the video, okay? Like, it's not hard to replace a crash out. It's just not that hard. All right, so Lemmy said, you know, Chrisean was acting erratic behind the scenes, in exposing footage and threatening the integrity of their platform. Whether you like baddies or not, they have a protocol. Chick, you working for somebody else. You're under contract. And because you can't get your way, you decided to have a whole temper tantrum on these streets and call yourself exposing Zeus. But you knew what Zeus was, okay? Because they based the blueprint off of your ass, okay? So she called herself exposing everything per usual, okay?
You know,
shout out to Captain for life.
You know why he shut it up? You know why he don't got
this
nothing to say? Because I heard some of the homies.
This is her talking about Bino, girl.
I'm trying to get that recording of his and being, because I don't know if it's true or not. But let's talk about the truth. Yeah, what's up, Bino? Ain't you out on bail for robbery with your brother?
Hey, Kickbang.
The car's registered in your name.
Hey, Kickbang. Hey, boo. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
On your blood, brother. Because he on his third strike. Bino's on his third strike, y'all.
Snitch.
And if he can't beat this case with the justice system, robbing him, because he did it, robbing him with his brother, he going to jail for 22 years. Yeah. He over there sitting his live up trying to like play with my life. When your life already been on the line, bro.
There you go, threatening lives
Where you
again.
been at? The cover up.
Child, diabolical. There she go, threatening lives again. I see a pattern. Okay, she was doing the same stuff with Ronnie. The Malones love the consequences pending. You know, they love to throw that out there or whatever. And on top of all of that, she's an informant. You can't make this stuff up. Child, thumbs up the video. She's an informant. So this is her way of communicating with law enforcement, Knotty Crew. When you start, she feel like you talking about her child with the most obvious things that we just see. Because we see you. The most obvious things, you want to get offended because we know the history. You documented it all. Okay? Drinking and smoking while Junior was in utero. Like, girl, we supposed to forget that? We supposed to ignore that? We supposed to turn a blind eye to that? The abuse? Hey, be more shorty girl. Hey. Smooches. Yes, she's unhinged. And Bino exposed her too. Everybody exposes you. Nobody has no regard for you. The only thing you have is millions of followers, and they want a piece of that clout. You a clout chaser too. That's how you got where you at. This part 2 of it. Hold on.
But look, Latifah, the only reason why you so happy that I left and all this other stuff, you love when misery knocks at the front door of my household. That's just been you since I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know why you made me eat your vagina at 7 years old when you was a teenager. You feel me? You knew from right from wrong. You only wanted a sorry out of me to cover up the fact that you didn't want to come clean and say, oh, okay, this is true, this is childhood trauma. You want to say it didn't exist at all, it never happened. Mommy know it happened.
Here we go. Now she throwing her mother in it. She don't even like her mother.
All of this is for TV. It's crazy, bro. You always been the sister that always...
And she's jealous.
I didn't want to play house with you. Because I told you if next time we do something that I didn't want to do, I was going to tell. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I don't like playing like this. I'm about to tell. Soon as I say I'm about to tell, because I don't like doing stuff like this, I didn't identify what it was because I didn't know what it was. I just knew I didn't want to do it. Licking your pussy made my tongue hurt. Like it was like graphic. It was like hard work.
Graphic. She's disgusting. She is disgusting.
Our other sister came out the other. Bro, people already came out before I came out. And my big sister. That's why we fell out. Like, I've been saying this, bro. I never vocalized it as clear till you start really weird narrative like somebody hating on you. You know I wasn't the only one that came out about it? You know how nephew said that you made him do what he did? Before I came out, everybody knew. I already insinuated when I first blew up that I went through some inappropriate things. Yeah, be all loud and shit. All right, cool. Let's be loud about everything then. Let's tell the truth. Check this out. And this the other reason why I mentioned what I mentioned, because it's like, true.
Okay, she exposing everything from her son being violated and things like that. What's this?
No, we matched.
Zeus Network has been experiencing technical difficulties, but ultimately, Lemmy came out and fired her. He was like, we no longer need your services on some Shawnee O'Neal basketball wise. She publicly got fired for everything she was exposing. Lemmy told the truth about her. Hold on, what's this? Then, of course, she trying to put Blueface into it now. Hold on. Oh yeah, so she brought Blueface and his family into it because she telling Lemmy, "Oh no, if Blueface people contact you, don't let me know," and things like that. And Lemmy came out, was like, "No." Carlissa added Lemmy, and she said, "At Lemmy and step up." She hasn't talked to Blueface, and he has nothing to do with her or this. Jonathan Porter. She's threatening Lemmy, telling him you about to come and address him regarding her. Lemmy posted her text to him. She's already trying to have you in mess, and you ain't even out yet. I can't understand how you even got in this mess. Look, at the end of the day, then she upload the text messages. She's gonna have Blue, his peoples to call you. Cause you want some. Oh, this Chrisean. This Chrisean. Ooh, Carlissa ain't playing with her. Thumbs up the video. She said, I done have Blue and his people to call you because you on some foul-ish. Straight up, you wrong. You weak as ass. Did some demonic ass itch that was for my son and his father to wear as. So she went in on the strength of trying to use Blue name. That's how you know she washed up. She blackballed out of the industry. She tried to use Blue name to get in the door, and it backfired on her. And then she said, I hate you. Think you're going to get away with it? Bet. Threats and hatred towards others are not reflective of God's nature. Your words and actions seem sinister. This Lemmy. Sinister. It stemmed from a place of bitterness and hatred rather than love and grace, as scripture reminds us. So in Christ Jesus, you are all children of God through faith. Galatians chapter 3, verse 26. Girl. Chrisean, you washed up. The walls are closing in. And I hope you get the help that you need, seriously. Because I know something ain't right. You an unstable creature, all right? And then let me say, regarding Blue and his family, we are in a good place. Zeus and I remain committed. And that's what she mad about, because Zeus don't want her. They just only want Blueface now. Miss Rock, he said, I sincerely encourage you, Miss Rock, to seek healing and get mental help and focus on caring for your son. That should be your true priority. Yeah, she exposed that Lemmy and Scotty might be having a baby child. And then he added Chrisean. He said, I've done nothing but extend opportunities to you. At the end of the day, yeah, she's an ungrateful bitch, okay? But she tried to use Blue name to get through the Zeus door again. Because remember, she talked so bad about Lemmy. And so she tried to make it seem like that was for her in Blueface. Because he about to come home, girl. He don't need you. And that ain't his baby. That ain't his baby. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no father written on that birth certificate. Junior is a bastard child. He's a bastard child thanks to his mama. Because she don't want to reveal who the daddy is. Let me check out this content creator before we move on, because we need to get these likes up.
Greasy about a snaggletooth, non-accountability taking, musty marsupial, orangutan shoulder built bitch. Chrisean got my fucking page took down, but it's all good because we're gonna attack her from every fucking page. I don't give a fuck how many pages you take down. As long as I'm legally allowed to be on the fucking internet, bitch, I will continue to be your worst nightmare, and you not gonna do shit about it. So Chrisean mass reported my page. It'll be deleted by today. TikTok will be taking it down by tonight at the latest. And the sad part is I'm not gonna stop. As long as I can legally access the internet, bitch, I will continue to be your worst nightmare. I will never, ever stop coming at you until I'm in the fucking casket, because you're a horrendous fucking person. Your sister just told the world that you knew you had chlamydia. And you still decided not to get a C-section because you didn't want to ruin your tattoo. They told you your child could come out blind and with a whole bunch of problems. And you could have prevented that had you gotten a C-section. But no, your stomach tattoo was more important than your child's life. You're being paid to unalive that baby on live television. And once your train wreck ends, you'll be in jail. Your sisters is going to be labeled as the pedophiles that they are. And the world will be able to heal and move on from all of this bullshit we was forced to endure by knowing that you... So Chrisean mass reported to tell me a nigga can get on the internet and question your motherhood, say that your son not gonna live too much longer if you continue to be his primary caregiver, say some shit like you wear the same clothes more than a fucking anime main character, you never take showers, you stink all the fucking time, people have to push you to take showers, and people gotta beg you, try and ease you into taking a shower, like, you know, don't you, it's the 3rd week, baby, don't you think you should do something about it? A nigga can get on here and say that your son could potentially be walking and talking if you wasn't such a negligent fucking degenerate of a fucking... You're not a parent. I would never say you're a parent.
Dirty Gertie?
I would never dignify your name by even putting it in the same sentence as a parent. I would never fucking do that to you. You mean to tell me a nigga can say all of that about you on the internet? And your response is to say, to tell me a nigga can get on the internet.
Okay, please thumbs up the video, Knotty Crew. Please thumbs up the video. That's right, CC. Dirty Gertie is what she is. Yes, we getting the drag of the century for Chrisean, Rock, Tart, Stankin' Draws, Unfit, Diabolical, Deranged, Satanic, Damon. Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. So, you know, that's what she like to do. Mass report pages so that she can stop the negative attention on her. But he going in. Look.
Chrisean Rock, how Alex Pereira did Uncle Live. Am I wrong for thinking that anybody who works or streams with that degenerate sewer smoothie smelling bitch is just as terrible as her? Am I wrong for feeling like even though CPS is one of the worst agencies and they just as bad as fucking ICE, am I wrong for feeling like CPS should have been involved before he even was born? He was birthed. Am I wrong for feeling like this bitch carries a toddler around like a purse? Am I wrong for feeling
I've been saying
it? Had that baby to control a man that literally fucking hates her? And am I wrong for feeling like she is a less than deserving human being? Am I wrong for feeling like she literally deserves nothing good in life? She's a horrible person. This is not an act. She's too She's too good at being dirty. She's too good at being... Am I wrong for wanting to... Disgusting. She's too good at being a low character, low tier, bottom of your boot ass person. She has no character. She has no morals. She has no boundaries. She'll do anything. She was on live sucking a nigga toes. Like, she is just the absolute worst version of a human. She is a human in its lowest, the dirtiest form. She represents everything bad about human nature. She is just Chrisean Rock is a literal walking sin. I literally hate that lady.
Thumbs up the video, please like the video.
She's too big. One thing about a motherfucker with a single-digit IQ is they're going to try to get physical with you when you tell the truth about them. Hey, Chrisean, why you threatening Bino? Bino good over here on 7 Mile. You can't do shit to him here in Detroit. You ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. That's the craziest part. You so mad at the world because everybody sees you for the degenerate that you fucking are. That you gotta dry threaten a nigga life like you gangster or something. Sweetheart, you're a dope fiend. You a dope fiend with a single-digit IQ that is slowly but surely unaliving a child, and we're all witnesses to it. And everybody from Zeus to fucking Ray J, to all the people who put that girl on their streams for views and money, you all complicit in that kid's neglect. Because y'all all know how much of a disgusting human that lady is. And the fact, one thing about a motherfucker with a single digit IQ.
He is going in. I think I've used all those different type of words he was saying in some variation on this channel. Please thumbs up the video. She's a degenerate. She's horrible, okay? She'll do anything for clout. She'll do anything for clout. She'll do anything for anything, from suck a man's toes to exploit her child to getting somebody locked up. Like, it's more.
That kid. So y'all brought her on there to laugh at the baby and get views from her. That's the only, y'all view farming, engagement farming. Because y'all know people are so in shock that a human could exhibit such low behavior to where you know it's gonna generate views. So I think all of y'all disgusting.
Period.
Prior to learning about the circumstances between Chrisean Rock and her son, against my will, I never spoke on her one time. And what gets lost in translation on having a justified emotional response to something is that people are always gonna come out and say that you're hating on somebody. And in reality, I don't hate Chrisean Rock at all. I don't want to see a black woman in peril or suffering. However, I don't think hate, quite frankly, equates to me bringing awareness to the complicity that Chrisean has in her set of circumstances. And granted, you know, she is a victim herself. However, she still is able to make choices her son cannot. Her son cannot make any choices for herself. So I think prior to learning about this, it's needed that people understand that I don't hate this woman. She's a black woman. I always want to see a black woman succeed. Not just financially, though, spiritually, emotionally.
Right.
You know, the bag that she's chasing is the reason why she can't walk in her faith. You feel me? And what she's truly meant to be.
Facts.
Fucking around in.
Thumbs up the video.
Blueface. She didn't need Zeus Network. And I think that's really what bothers me the most, is seeing how she didn't need to do any of the things that she's subjecting herself to. And it's how it's leading to her son also suffering. It's willingly, against our will, had to know that you exist. I would have been perfectly fine with you living your life and being miserable outside of the camera, outside of the internet. But you took it to the internet, and I'm giving my opinion, and you try to get my page took down. But it's all right, bitch. I'm just gonna make another one. He's clout chasing. That's all you have to say. Everything they saying about that dirtbag is fucking true. He needs to be in jail.
Period.
Clout chasing. That's all you have to say.
Blueface.
Everything they saying about
been
that
saying
dirtbag
it
is fucking true.
They been saying it. Like, Blueface been saying it. The world owes Blueface an apology. Like, because he tried to let us know. He tried to let us know. Like, she got him locked up. That wasn't me. And I felt like I would be doing my Knotty crew a disservice if I ain't share that. Shout out to him. I don't see his name. Oh, Bookie Woods. Hashtag Bookie Woods. Hashtag you did that, brother. Okay. And I know you ain't mean no foul, no harm. Seriously. But you only commenting on what the fuck is going on out here in these streets. Like, please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up this. She is a diabolical maniac, yo. There's something very sinister about her. And that's what made me scared for Junior. Like, because this girl has written, "I love you" in blood on the wall. She'll do anything, okay? So on the tell internet, you know, what do we do when our back is against the corner? If we can't use the baby no more, if we can't garner sympathy, or if God is not working, we turn to our mother that she can't stand and won't help. take care of. Not that it's her responsibility completely, but she running mommy all of a sudden, like, cause she just feel all alone and need a fucking cosign all of a sudden. So she'll exploit her mother. That's how far she'll go. She'll exploit her mother and her addiction when she's inebriated. They all do it. So she learned from her siblings how to do that or whatever. But yeah, she recorded her mama. And of course she bring Carlissa into it. Let me see, what's this?
Why keep playing with me like then she trying to say she
Hold on. Nah, I got it. Cause she begging. She bring her mother into it. You could tell mama is not all the way with it, and I don't have nothing bad to say against her mom. You know what I'm saying? She got her struggles just like the rest of the world or whatever. But child, you unleash some demons. Here we go. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Chrisean Mark mother say Blueface doesn't understand unconditional love. Child. Just the fact that she's still trying to force her daughter to be, not even forced, because Chrisean a grown woman. She gonna be with him or not. I just, as a mother, I just would not encourage this relationship. Ooh. Sorry, y'all.
To a woman that had unconditional love.
She talking about Blueface.
You came from a woman that your biological father was beating on me as I was carrying his children. But he knows it's real and he like it, but he don't recognize it. And was born to a woman that had unconditional love.
Here it goes.
You came from a woman that your biological father was beating on me as I was carrying his children. But your mother had unconditional love. Blueface can't help who he came through. Was a dead walking. He told you the truth. Now, you remember the show when his brother said, he put her out there, Mom, it was a 2-hour view. You just taught me and my brother how to eat pussy. And Mom, just keep it real. Stay on the click, stay on the click, stay on the click. So Blue came from a deadbeat mom. So what Blue is going through, Blue don't understand the unconditional love. Now, did I answer that a little bit? He don't recognize it, but he knows, and was born to a woman that had unconditional love. But he knows it's real, and he like it, but he don't recognize it.
Child, Charlotte, you the last person that needs to be talking about Carlissa being a deadbeat, because all your children, all your girls, from what we know, have been violated, and your grandchildren too. So the nerve of you to point fingers at Carlissa. Say what you want about Carlissa. She was a young mom. Did she make mistakes raising her children? Absolutely. But a deadbeat, she is not. I'm sorry. Carlissa know how to get to the bag. She know how to play the game. Like it or not, she know how to get to the bag or whatever. And the stories that your children are coming out with, Charla, if anything, you should have empathy for Carlissa. Because these kids, they go off and do their own things. Why? Because they dealing with their own traumas. And they trying to process it and figure it out. Okay? But you the last person. But Chrisean, that shows how desperate she is to have somebody windmilling for her out there. She called her mom, who was speaking complete nonsense. She don't even know what she talking about. But that's how far she'll go to prove to the world. Well, she don't got to prove anything to us. She's choosing to do that. That she'll exploit her mother, her son, herself. She don't care. There's no boundaries. Let's hear the rest of this.
Like it, but he don't recognize it. Did I answer the question? And another thing, he's not gonna let you completely go. Not to hurt you.
This is toxic.
See? I don't give a fuck.
She
how many
helps
pussies come to him before
feed
you.
Chrisean
He
delusion.
wants to figure out you.
He don't want you.
Love, because it's something he never had. And he likes it, but he don't know what to do with it. Why you want to pray for him? For him? Yeah.
Now she want to pray for him.
Okay.
Charlotte like, who?
I just want him to be a good dad.
He's not the kid's father.
Okay. But he knows it's real, and he like it, but he don't recognize it.
Now she want to pray. You see the manipulation? None of this don't have nothing to do with nothing. Blueface not even involved. But she in her feels because she embarrassed because once again she been publicly rejected. She don't fool with her mother. She do not fool with her mother at all until she need her. Because deep down inside Chrisean is a broken little girl. Let's call it what it is. She a broken little girl. And she grew up in a bunch of confusion. And her parenting style is a result of the way she grew up. Okay? I mean, all her sisters have some type of CPS charges. They've been in prison. They in and out of jail. And this and that. Like, that's chaos. It's a lot of them. The older brother, he got life basically in prison. Like, Charlotte is the last person that need to be speaking on anything because she doesn't have a clue about Hollywood and how it operates. Like, your daughter just threw away her whole opportunity, okay? And of course, Carlissa is going to respond because she's the ultimate troll. Thumbs up the video, please, Knotty Crew. Please thumbs up the video. I appreciate everybody who donated to the channel. But I'm bringing y'all some real tea, okay? So I ain't mad at Carlissa. Keep your dog in the race, girl. Get your check. She say my name, I'm coming for her. Or whatever. My button is collapsing. Let me take it down. So Carlissa, I agree with her on this aspect. It's a lot of things I don't like about Carlissa, but it's a lot of stuff she be speaking facts on. And I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the hustle, and I understand her getting her story. You say what you want. Her family is out there. And they all getting money. She ain't know how to parent. Let's hear what Carlissa have to say.
Network? You disrespected every network that would ever work with you. You skipped all the networks off. This is Hollywood. They all stick together. Okay? They're all one big fucking family and they're all one big friend. You're running off all your opportunities in life. Nobody wants to deal with somebody that talked about their last network. So instead of your mama trying to talk to me, she should be telling you these things. Okay? Period. No job. I don't give a fuck if it's McDonald's wants to hear you talk about Taco Bell. They don't want to hear about your bad relationship with the KFC. You know why? I was a manager at a restaurant, I know, when I was a kid. If you go in there talking about your last job, they're scared of you because you're going to go run your mouth about their job. Now that's the first thing you need to do is silence yourself. Sit your mouth up. Everybody in the industry is scared of you right now. Either you're going to abuse them, beat them, or talk shit about them. Just because shit don't go your way, it does not work like that.
Right.
It does not work like that. You're running off every opportunity that will ever come your way. Any producers that are like, oh, I want to help her, I want to do something, you're scaring off the pastors. You're yelling out pastors' names in situations they shouldn't even be involved in.
Period.
Now, why would a pastor jump up and talk to Lenny about your work abilities? Either you work or you quit. You don't talk shit. Okay? And that's not just Hollywood. That's if you work at McDonald's. That's if you work at Dollar Tree. You don't work at Dollar Tree and go to Walmart and say, my last boss just used me. She worked me so hard, and then that's why we didn't get along. You keep your fucking mouth shut. Same with your man. I'm talking to the rest of you dumb assholes too.
me and my
Carl read the rock stars down, okay? But she is right. You know, it's unprofessional to badmouth a company. Just like they shouldn't be bad-mouthing you, like if you use them for a reference. But that's why it's better to leave on good terms or whatever. And they gave you another opportunity, and now they done with you forever. They done with you forever. So Chrisean is just grasping at straws at this point. She's hoping Blue will choose her when he gets out, when he gets released from prison, which he never chose you, chick, ever. I recall him trying to pay you $100K to leave. Yep. But Blueface kept going back. I don't know what it is about her energy, her aura. But she's just the type that latches on right away. She'll suck the life out of you. That's just how it is with Chrisean, okay? Even Ronnie says she did that to him or whatever. Like, she real clingy and this and that. That's voodoo. That's being demonic and stuff. And really, she trying to cover up her evil spirit. She don't have no good intentions. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. All she care about herself, and she's selfish or whatever. You know, you want to say all of this about your sister and all the things she did. First of all, y'all both were children when this happened. Both of y'all. So you really need to be mad at your mother for not watching over y'all and protecting y'all and watching over her kids to make sure these things didn't happen, because Charlotte knew about the violations going on in the family, okay? So you're mad at your sister. Where did she learn that behavior from? If you look back at my videos, when she first came out with this, the first thing I said was, well, who violated Latifah? Where did she learn it from? Because they were both children. So I want to dead that argument there. She coming out being vulgar and disgusting and talking about traumas that aren't even owned by her sister's son, and things like that. I mean, talk about your own trauma, but don't talk about nobody else. Trauma. That's not right. That's like outing someone before they're ready to be outed. Like, it's disgusting, her behavior. So I see right through it, okay? And did something happen to Chrisean? It very well have happened. Like, judging by her behavior, obviously the girl is dealing with some trauma. And it came from somewhere. Can you pin that on Latifah? No. What about the elders in the Malone family that allowed this to go on, where to the point where these children picked up these behaviors and they started to do it with one another? People, can we look at the big picture here of what's going on? This is trauma passed down, family secrets passed down from one to the next, and it keeps growing and growing. And that's why they explode online, because they were never heard as children. It was normalized. They talk about it like, oh, this happened to most people I know. So it's sad, but thumbs up the video, Knotty Crew. Oh my God. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I appreciate every last one of y'all coming through. Yes, Clown Sean is in a circus all by herself. And she hoping that Blueface come home and be her saving grace. And it's a wrap. Blueface has moved on. And if Blueface invite that back into his life, which we know it's a 50-50 chance that he would, because he fell for the trap any other time or whatever. But he don't need her for the clout. He got enough name for himself. That's why she used his name to try to get back into Zeus' door. That's why she's talking about revealing the text messages with Lemon Pepper. She had to find a way to implement Blue in this wave. She had to find a way. Notice she throws a whole bunch of unnecessary information out there that we don't need. And she knows the formula. In that phone call with Charlotte, oh, Blueface trained Chrisean very well. Like, you are the problem. This is why this girl is delusional now. Like, it makes me question, like, was Chrisean first words hallelujah? I don't think so. Like, because Charlotte, I don't know. She the last person that need to be talking about anybody's parenting or things like that. She the last person Chrisean need to go to for advice. Chrisean really needs to check herself in and get her some help. She needs to go on an internet hiatus and cut all platforms off, but she can't. She needs the money, and that's why she's doing all these outrageous things. Every time these things happen, fights with her family and things like that, she trying to use the same formula Blueface taught her. But in the Blueface incident, she went up. Chrisean was everywhere. She was on every podcast, everywhere. She's getting blackballed. Like, and she tried to jump into streaming. I don't think Ray J gonna allow her funky, dusty, nasty, belligerent, degenerate ass back into his circle. Cause like, you only can take her in doses. I don't know, St. Hudson. Probably. Hey, Booski. Probably, child. Probably. We got into so much today, you guys. I think the Glorilla and Meg Thee Stallion beef is going to fall flat. Cardi B already woke up the rap girlies. Oh, it's this trend going on that is combining Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And I'm just like, next year, and I usually don't do New Year's resolution. I just say I try to live the next year better than the last or whatever, and grow financially, spiritually, health-wise, and things like that. But next year, my New Year's resolution is no Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. Because I'm tired, child. I'm tired. But they done merged Cardi B's song. I call it Be Careful too. With Nicki Minaj song. And it's just like, you know what? I understand why they did this. And it's just like, come together, girls, already. Like, let it go. Y'all both mothers. Y'all got more important ish to be worried about. Like, it's... Yeah, here we go. A new TikTok trend takes over thanks to Nicki Minaj, Bees in a Trap. But what about this beat? Here we go. Okay. That song. I can't play all of it. Okay, so the stars are like making it trend. Okay, that's Ice Spice. That's Neo. All right, it's trending. All right, and it's got Nicki's Bees in the Trap over it. I think it's a sign. Like, girls, come together, please. Come together already. Woo! I love you all. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I gotta go ahead and get to work. Ray J even said she's a dirty bum. Like, but he was begging for her to come work with him because they see, like, Chrisean dumb at business, number one. She don't know how to contract things or whatever. She doesn't protect herself legally or whatever. But they know they could get clout off of her. They're able to get viewership. Because she's around, because she has so many followers. So they use her in a moment and they toss her away. And it's like, when will she learn? It's her own fault. You believe Cardi planted it? She probably tired. Or it could be a setup so Cardi can mollywop that. Like, let's work together. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Come on, Nicki. Let's make up. Let's make an album. But you know what I like to see? Like a hip-hop female version of The Boy Is Mine. Hey, James. It's all good. Better late than never. I think it's a sign. I think they should come together, okay? But let me know what y'all think in the comments. We got into so much today. The Braxton fallout continues, and we see what's going on here. Trina is trying to save face, okay? Because she stayed with that man even after she knew Gabe violated her niece, and she doesn't want to answer for that, and that's why she blaming it on the dead man. But we see you, Trina. She's the cause of all of this. She didn't want it to come out because she's trying to protect Gabe's honor still. And it's just like, why would you protect a predator, all right? We got into some highlights of Hurricane Melissa. It hit landfall in Jamaica. Prayers up to everybody that's fighting the storm. I hope everyone stays safe and fed. But I have faith that Jamaica, they're going to be fine. They're going to rebuild. They're strong, all right? Also, we got into the dragzation of Cray Rock or whatever, because she's a horrible person. And more people need to say it. And so she's just trying to get TikTokers, pages blocked, and things like that, because that's the only power she has right now. But all we're going to do is start a new page, girl. Like, bye. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. But, you know, Chrisean is grasping at straws to stay relevant because she sees her light is starting to dim. And she's hoping Blueface will save her nasty, stinking, funky ass. And I say hashtag justice for Junior, hashtag save Junior, hashtag justice for Ronnie, okay? All these men have exposed Chrisean a long time ago. It's up to the public whether they want to believe it or not and stop supporting it. She still has millions of followers, and that's why people are still continuing to use her on their platforms until people hit that unfollow button and really deflate her ego. She will continue to cause havoc and mayhem all over these social media streets because that is how she gets paid. People, that's just the bottom line. But I'll continue to discuss Junior and bringing awareness to what's going on with him. I see a lot of better parents than Chrisean all across my feed all day, and their children are disabled and they are functioning just fine. Not to say that it's not hard, but they have come engage with their child to the point where they understand them and they know what their needs are, and that takes time. That takes getting help and things like that. And I think that's the biggest part of this that breaks my heart, because at one point in time I wanted Chrisean to really win, and I still want her to win. I hope she gets the help that she needs so that she can be a better parent. And she needs to realize she does not have to continue the toxic cycle of passing down trauma to her children. She can end that cycle just by getting some help. And it's okay saying you need help. So, but until she stops exploiting Junior, until we get some real answers about what's going on with the Ronnie Doe case, I'ma drag this hoe. And that's just the bottom line. Y'all done let her sleep her way into the industry. I'ma talk about it, and I'ma make my bread off of it. So I love you all, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. And I appreciate all of the donations. And I'm gonna keep an eye on these topics because I will be back. Okay? Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. One thumbs up the video. Ciao.